It's time to clean up the garden. It's quite the mess. Plants have seen better days. I was just moving all my peppers in one spot, and I see that some are actually still flowering a little. And this pepper, I think that's the hot Thai chili peppers, I was just about to pick up and move when I discovered this guy in here. Look at that black caterpillar with the yellow and black markings. What is he? Did I lose him again? Hold on a second. Oh no, there he is. Oh, he's happily enjoying that leaf. See that? Chomp, chomp, chomp. Okay, he's quite big. Like a medium slug. I gotta look up and see what that is. But as you can see, I'm getting flowers on this plant, and there's one chili actually coming up there. I believe that's a chili. There's some green ones. This here is red. But it doesn't look like the others. A little odd. This was a volunteer tomato plant that I left because I was curious of what type of tomatoes were going to come out of this, but it never really got to right here. It's probably a cherry. This was probably one of the cherries. So this comes out now. This was one plant, the African blue basil. Really beautiful. Bees and butterfly loved it. This is going to be a Montauk daisy coming through. And I wish I would have filmed how beautiful the proven winter flowers did this year, all summer long. Maybe I can pop up a picture. But I'm going to try the exact same flowers next year. They did amazing. It's hard to believe this was a loved and cherished and mended to garden all summer. It looked like it's old and abandoned, but it's not. It's just overdue for a cleanup. Here we go. Okay, this is where I planted the Yukon Golds and the sweet potatoes. So I got lots of vines in here. This is the Jerusalem artichokes. I really wanted to see how they were going to bloom, and they still haven't bloomed. It looks like they're finally getting some buds up there. Let's see what that is. Okay, so I'm going to work on cleaning up this area. So the Yukon bed is cleaned out. Really had a decent harvest. I just should have dealt with it earlier. So here they are, some pretty big ones. And walnut. The funny thing is, I have not seen a walnut tree even on this block. So some squirrel hid it within the potatoes. Walnut. Okay, got up all the sweet potatoes. Not the best harvest considering what I planted in there. There's some that I'm going to roast. Maybe make some creamed sweet potato. But I have potatoes here too, but I see some of them are very green. And I have to check the others for tinges of green. Can't eat green potatoes. So now I'm going to smooth this area out, clean it up a little bit, place some cardboard over it for the winter, and see what it looks like in spring. I do want to say that I sprinkled some lime that I'm going to rake into the soil before I continue putting the cardboard in this area. These were the Thai eggplants, which were very tiny. Didn't really produce much. They were cute, but really not worth it, in my opinion. Anyway, they're done flowering, and I'm going to just cut them at the stem and use them as weights to hold down some weed paper I just put down. Okay, so I harvested some potatoes and sweet potatoes. I raked in some lime, covered with cardboard, covered with weed block, added some weights to hold it down, and with the manual mower, just trimmed up the area a little bit here. And I'm really happy that this is done. On to the next. Now we're going to be working on this raised bed. This bed had lots of tomatoes in it. The Juliets, some Romas, San Marzanos, I think even a beefsteak. I had 3 going across here, 2 here, and 2 there. So 7 tomato plants was in this, I would say 4x4 raised bed. I also snuck some carrots in earlier in the season, and they look small still. So I'm just going to leave those and clean out the rest. Oh, I also have scarlet runner beans here that were planted to go up this trellis, and of course the nasturtiums. Scarlet runner beans. Not a big harvest, of course. This year I tried something different. I put tomatoes in this bed. So, looks like I can actually save some tomatoes from the blight. But we'll see. Okay, well, I was originally planning to pull it all out, but there was some that still looked pretty good on here. Look at this beautiful bunch. So I decided to keep the ones that were looking like they were growing on decent vines or whatever. And as I was cleaning out the ones that fell, I would inspect and save, because it is football season after all. And I could still make salsa. So, on to the next. Okay, well, that crabgrass is out of control. I had lots of spiders and ants at the roots of the crabgrass and all along the edges. So I put some diatomaceous earth down. And there was also slugs under the crabgrass, seeking their shelter there, sleeping like little babies. So I put down some slug bait here too. This is just a quick fix. It's gonna need some, I guess, weed block. Cardboard's not enough to keep the crabgrass at bay. We'll figure something out. But I do have the rest of the raised garden bed to clean up. I'm not going to bore you with it all, but I'll show you the final results when it's done. I hope that if you're a procrastinator like I am, that at least this mess inspires you to get out into your own garden and clean it up. It really feels so good once it's done. We go inside and make some salsa for tomorrow's football games. Everybody have a great weekend.